coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone. I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Brown. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow in struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Snags it over the middle. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Carroll. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That one bounds through the end zone. Back. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Hill. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 45 on its way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Slings it downfield. And the pass hits, picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to... And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready, go! Razor. Hornet.
From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some designed QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter, see if he can punch it in after that big gain.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Hey, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Mustangs racing to the line in a hurry-up.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Trying the left side. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Here's the handoff. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
He'll set up to throw. Steps away. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we've got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out and throws it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. He's looking to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes, but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll need urgency and efficiency. 10 seconds left on the clock before halftime. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Takes his shot. He's got it. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Sexton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. This time he's got his man. At the 35, he's loose. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Off play action on first down. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
29 Philly. 2 flat 24.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Okay,
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Breaks the tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Get it out on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're just about ready to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started.
Salt enter word, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
At the 13-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Mustangs are on the move. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number. And that
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
you just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week one, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go in that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
From the gun, the running back has it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Got an open man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Still looking on the move. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to an open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Extending the play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Give to the back. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Finds his man and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Penn State 38, SMU 16.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
Fair catch, called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Off play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You've got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
On the move, it's Wallace. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.